Hello and welcome, it's Dave Allen for EV20 Questions, and today it's going to be a road trip day. It's about time I went somewhere. So I've decided I'm going to go and take a trip out and have a look at some chargers. There's one in Granollers which doesn't have a photo in it in PlugShare, and there's no information there either. Maybe it's not usable, we'll find out. And I'm going to go and check that one out, and on the way back I'm going to have a look at the one in Pedreras. If the one in Granollers doesn't work for me, then I'll go on a little bit further and go to Barcelona. So that's my plan for today, just going out for a trip just so I can go and drive my car. So let's get started. I've put the details into PlugShare to get the directions from Waze. It's nice that you can get that onto Apple CarPlay now, which is really good, and ever since iOS 12, so I'm delighted with that. And I'm just going to set out, have a nice little drive and enjoy myself. And I've set it so that I'm not going on the AP7, Autopista 7, and I'm going to take the back roads on the way there just to make it a bit more interesting. I'll probably come back on the main road of the AP7 on the way back just for, I'll probably want to be a bit quicker on the way back, we'll see. So anyway, let's get started. On we go, and I've got 96% in the battery. Lovely. If you look out through the back window now, you should just be able to see the charger. It's been blocked by a van, and there's some people doing some work on something next to it on the ground. I don't know if it's something to do with the electric for the thing or not, who knows. Okay, so I'm in Granollers, and it's a bit disappointing to find that there's no charger working here. It's the one for the adjustment, and there's absolutely nothing going on with it at all. There's no signs around it to say it's not working. There was nothing on the LCD display, and very disappointing. But I've only used a small amount of battery to get here because I didn't go on the motorway, I came on the other roads. But this is one of the chargers that I'd like to be able to use if I'm sort of heading in and out of Barcelona, and I just need to top up, say when I'm coming back from the airport or something like that. So I'll have to come back another day and try this out and see if it's working. But for the moment it's just bad news. I've got 60% in the battery. I'm not quite sure exactly how many kilometres I've done to get here. I forgot to set the drive computer before I left, and same with the trip meter as well. But I don't know, it's not been a bad trip anyway. And I could go and charge up at a fast charger. There's a rapid charger in Repsol, but I have to pay for that one. There's another charger at the Barcelona Formula 1 circuit, which is not too far away, but it's only a 2-pin plug, I think, the Schuko plug, and I think it's only open when the event is open anyway, so that wouldn't be available anyway. So I might just have a look in the PlugShare app now and just see what other possibilities I've got to get some charge around here and do a bit of research. I might go on towards the one at Barcelona. Okay, so that's the story for today so far. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a little trick where you can see how much regen you've got on the last drive that you've been making, and the way to do it is to turn off the vehicle. So let's do that. And we get through to these settings here. It tells you how long it's going to go for charging when you need to charge it. Press the down arrow on the steering wheel, like that. And we have the regen mileage, and it tells me that I've got 7 kilometres of regen mileage on the last bit there. So that's a handy little trick that you can use, that you can see how much regen you've been getting on your journey. So anyway, I've got to the next charger. I didn't go for the one at Barcelona. I looked on the map on PlugShare, and it seemed the nearest one was at Santa Perpetua de Mogoda. And that's where I'm now. It was a little bit difficult to find. Well, not that difficult, I suppose. It's just that the turn into the car park wasn't sort of really clearly marked, and I wasn't sure if it was a turn into a car park or it was just going across a pavement or whatever. But anyway, I sort of had to just go to the next roundabout, turn around, come back again, and then pull in, and it was easy. And it's in a car park. There's a music and dance sort of place there. There's a place over there which looks like it's to do with the adjustment, which is probably why the charger's there. And there's a library over there. And lovely. And there's places around here I've seen as I was coming by the place where you can go and get something to eat and stuff like that as well. I saw a couple of pizza restaurants and a few other bits and pieces as well, and I'm sure if I want to get something to eat I'll be able to find somewhere. So this is the card I'm going to use. It's the Barcelona charge card. and let's go and have a play with this charger, see if it's working. It looks like it's working. There's lights on there. I've got some CHAdeMO there, and there's a CCS charger, and next to it there's another one there, and I think that gives out some AC charging. So let's just see what we can do. Change the language on there as well if I wanted to. Let's go for CHAdeMO. Iniciar. And it's telling me to wait. It's getting ready to go. And now we've got to a stage where it's telling me I've got 52% in the battery, and it's counting up the kilowatt hours. So that's pretty good. I can leave this now, go off and do some of the bits and pieces. And it's a bit of a wet day. It's not raining at the moment, but it is possible to charge an electric car when it's raining, so I wasn't too worried about if it was still chucking some water out the sky. So there you go. Oh, and there's another semi-rapid charger over there as well. So punta recargara semi-rapida, and I'd have been able to use that one as well. And it's one of those ones where you have to do the reading of a QR code, and then probably get an app, and then sort of maybe read the QR code again, or maybe you can just activate it with the app like I did when I went to Tossa de Mar. Okay, so there's our menu. Go down one, and it's only going in at 26 kilowatts. That's not very good, that. I'd have expected it to go better than that. It's going to take 1 hour and a half to get to 100%. I don't plan on staying here for that long. Maybe I'll just leave it for 15 minutes and then go and have a look and see what I can do with that. Well, that was a successful charging. I had a quick walk around the town. There's plenty of places where you can go and get something to eat around there. There's bars, and there's cafes, and there's places where you can go to a supermarket and get stuff if it's supermarket opening times. And it was well worth having a little look around the part just over there. And I quite like this place for stopping. It's a good place to stop. Plenty of charging points. There's 3 AC charging points and 2 DC charging points, a CCS and a CHAdeMO. And I was able to get in, there was no one using it, and it was brilliant. And even if you did come here, what's the likelihood of you coming here and finding that all 4 charging places are taken, or all 3 places are taken? So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for a drive and check out that Barbara de Balles one. It's just where I need to go to if I was sort of coming back from Barcelona. I wanted to stop and just put some extra juice in, so it could be a good place to go and check out. And I'm hungry, so I'm thinking the possibility I might go and have a look at IKEA. Now in IKEA they also have some chargers in there. I think there's about 4 or 5 plugs in there, type 2s, and I mean, I don't really need the juice much now because I've got 89% in there. When I stopped here, I got 53%. I'm back up to 89. I've got 236 kilometres in the battery. Plenty to drive around here and get me back home again. But as I say, I want to go and try out some more chargers. So let's go off to Barbara de Balles. I'll put that into PlugShare. Then I'll go in, get the directions through Waze. And after that, I'll go and have a look at IKEA. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I can stand the thought of going around there. But at least they do have a nice restaurant in these IKEA supermarket sort of furniture stores and everything. And let's see what comes of it. So it was pretty easy to get to this Barbara de Balles place, and there's a car was charging when I got here, but the guy's a gentleman. He's just unplugged and he's going on his way, so that's quite good. If I was absolutely in need, then I'd be delighted. Anyway, he's moved on and leaves me space to plug in. It's one of the A and B chargers, so I'll give it a go anyway and just try it out. But I won't be staying here for long anyway, because I'm going to go on to somewhere else afterwards. Let's see what we can do. Happy days. So I used the AMB app to get started with the charging. It worked a treat. And I've got 21 kilowatts going in there, 20 kilowatts going in there. Obviously that's down to the fact that we're up towards the top range of the battery, and maybe a little bit of rapid gate as well. I'm not sure about that, but it would take 43 minutes if I wanted to get up to 100%, but I'm not going to be here for that long. I'm only here just to try it out, and I'm pleased to say that it was pretty close to the AP7 motorway, so that's going to work out well if I'm heading home from somewhere and I want to just get off the motorway quickly, pull in here and get some charge up. Now the thing with this place is that it's one of these places where you've got a dual carriageway, and you can only park one way into this. Now if you've got 2 front loader type of cars, so I mean when I pulled in there was a Renault Zoe here, that's a front loader. It's got the charge point at the front, so it has to sort of come towards the back of the 2 charging bays. It means that no one else can sort of pull in sort of in front, as it were. Although there is actually another charging point in front, but it's one of the fast chargers rather than a rapid charger. But I suppose that would be handy to be able to put some extra juice into the car while you're waiting for someone who's using this one. So that's another good thing, that the fact that in this case, and also in the case of Santa Perpetua de Mogoda, there was 2 chargers together, one a rapid charger, the other one a fast charger. And if the rapid charger is being used, then it means you can plug in and get some juice in from the charger next to it anyway. So I could have actually sort of used the other one, and I'd have been quite happy with that. I would have been charging at 6 or 7 kilowatts, but I've got 20 going in at the moment, and so it's good that I can sort of reverse back into this spot and use this. It'd be nice if there were places where you could sort of go either side of the charger. That's going to have to come at some point in time when you've got charging hubs, and you can park either that side or that side and sort of have the possibility of somewhere to wait safely while you're waiting for another car to charge, or you can park in there and perhaps use the another one of the, say if this was on a triple header. If it was a triple header, it means that someone could be using the DC charging, probably, and then the other person could use the AC one. So the Renault there, he could have been pulling in the AC charge, and I could have plugged in the Chadamo. I've seen that happen, and I've done that once in the one in Girona, where I pulled in. There was a car that was there using the CCS, but I was able to use the T2 type charger and get some juice in while the other one was still going there, so that was all right. So anyway, this is a good day for doing some charging. Okay, I did have one there that wasn't working, but I'm not too worried about that. This one's working, the previous one was working, and I'm going to go to IKEA after this. I'll get some lunch there, and I'll just give someone a fright. I pressed the horn by mistake as they were going past, and the horn is not as bad as some people complain it is. They say it's a bit weak and wispy sounding, but I thought it sounded okay. Anyway, I've pulled into my last stop for the day for charging, apart from when I get home and do some charging at home. But it's at Vidreres, and it's the same type of charger as we have in San Feliu, and it works with the Barcelona charge card. And I thought I'd just pull in and well, I don't need much juice in there. I mean, at 70%, but I do need a bit of a break anyway, because my eyes are starting to get a bit sort of heavy, and I could do with some matchsticks to keep them open. So we'll have a stop here for a couple of minutes, have a little walk through the town, and then get back on the road again, because it's only about 15 minutes to get back home again, and then I'll be sorted. And when I do get back home, the dog is going to be delighted to see me, and I shall have to take her out for a walk, and so she can do her squiddles and stuff, as dogs do. So anyway, it's been a sort of a good day. My last little bit of a jaunt was 70 kilometres from where I was pulled into the IKEA, and I bought a few bits and pieces. I was in there, didn't mean to spend so much money in there. But anyway, I left IKEA with, apart from the cutlery and plates and stuff like that, which I wasn't going to buy, but we kind of needed anyway, because the ones in the house are a bit cracked and broken. But anyway, apart from that, I left with 100% of charge in the battery. So that was good news, wasn't it? I can't remember how much I started with when I went in there. I might as well plug in and charge while I'm there, because it'd be rude not to, and because, well, why not? It's free. So that was that. There was loads of plug-in sockets there. There was at least 8 in there. I suppose during the weekend it could get quite busy in there, and quite a few sort of electric cars in there even. When I was there, I spotted 2 cars. There was a hybrid that was plugged in, and then there was a BMW i3 as well. I should have taken pictures of those, shouldn't I? But still. Anyway, this is Dave Allen, and this is my last stop of the day. Bye-bye now.